Alright, let's be real. Cats have basically taken over the internet, and honestly they've taken over our lives too. And we're not even mad about it. There's just something about these creatures that pulls us in. Maybe it's their independence, that cool, aloof vibe they give off, like they have a secret meeting to get to and you're just a minor inconvenience. They walk into a room with this quiet confidence, owning the space immediately. They don't need your approval, but when they decide to give you their affection, it feels like you've just won a Nobel Prize. That's the cat magic right there. Think about it. You come home after a long, brutal day. The world is a dumpster fire. Your boss was a nightmare. But then, this little fluff ball comes trotting over. It might just be a gentle headbutt against your leg or a soft purr that sounds like a tiny, well-oiled engine. Suddenly, everything feels a little bit better. It's a simple, pure connection. They don't ask for much, just a warm spot to nap, some food, and maybe a laser pointer to chase. In return, they offer this silent, comforting presence that makes a house feel like a home. It's a pretty sweet deal if you ask me. This human-cat bond isn't some new TikTok trend, it's ancient. We're talking thousands of years. From the majestic cats worshipped in ancient Egypt, to the cozy companions curled up by fireplaces in old storybooks, we've always been fascinated by them. They are these perfect little predators living in our homes, reminding us of the wild, untamed world, but in a much more manageable, less terrifying package. They hunt dust bunnies instead of gazelles, which, let's be honest, is a lot less messy for everyone involved. Their grace and agility are just mesmerizing to watch, and that feeling of closeness? It's universal. It doesn't matter where you're from or what you believe. The simple act of stroking a cat's soft fur can lower your blood pressure. The sound of their purring can literally be healing. They are our therapists, our entertainers, and our fuzzy little roommates who never pay rent but somehow get away with it. They teach us about patience, about living in the moment, and about the importance of a really good long nap in a sunbeam. They've got life figured out, and we're all just here taking notes. Now let's level up. We're not just talking about any cat, we're talking about the Eliza cat. And you might be thinking, Hassan, what on earth is an Eliza cat? Hold up, let me explain. The Eliza cat isn't a specific breed you can just go out and buy. It's more of a term that people use to describe cats with a certain look, often those with beautiful, striking features, like piercing blue or green eyes, and elegant, often light-colored fur. Think of the most photogenic, Instagram-ready cat you can imagine. That's the vibe. The name itself just adds to the mystique, making them sound like feline royalty. These cats are special because they capture our idea of perfection. They look like they've been sculpted by an artist. Their coats might be pure white, creamy, or have delicate patterns that seem almost painted on. When you see an Eliza cat, you just have to stop and stare. They have this poised, almost ethereal quality. It's their unique combination of stunning looks and that classic cat attitude that makes them so captivating. They're the supermodels of the cat world, and they know it. They'll give you that over-the-shoulder look that says, yes, I am this beautiful. You may now offer me a treat. The way humans care for these beautiful creatures is on another level. It's not just about providing food and water, it's about preserving that beauty. Owners of Eliza-type cats often spend extra time on grooming, making sure their long, silky fur stays free of tangles. They choose the best quality food to keep their coats shiny and their bodies healthy. It's a labor of love. People create entire social media accounts dedicated to their Eliza cats, sharing their daily antics and stunning photos with thousands of followers. These cats become little celebrities in their own right. Ultimately, the love for an Eliza cat is a celebration of beauty and nature. It reminds us that art isn't just something you find in a museum, it can be curled up on your sofa, purring contentedly. Caring for such an animal is like being the guardian of a living masterpiece. You get to wake up every day to this incredible creature, and in return for your care, you get its trust and companionship. It's a relationship built on admiration and affection, a daily reminder of the simple, elegant beauty that exists in the world, one perfectly groomed whisker at a time. So where does this all connect with Islam? Well, in the Muslim world, kindness to animals, especially cats, is a huge deal. This isn't just a cultural quirk, it's deeply rooted in Islamic history and teachings. Cats are seen as clean, cherished animals. In fact, they are so clean that you can perform your ablution, the ritual washing before prayer, with water that a cat has drunk from. That's a level of respect you don't see everywhere. While dogs are often seen as needing to be kept outside the home, cats are welcome inside, even in mosques. One of the most famous stories from Islamic history is about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his beloved cat, Mu'ezzah. The story goes that one day, the Prophet was about to get up for prayer when he noticed Mu'ezzah sleeping soundly on the sleeve of his robe. Instead of waking the cat, he did something incredible. He took a pair of scissors and carefully cut off the sleeve of his garment, leaving the cat to sleep undisturbed. This single act speaks volumes. It shows a profound level of compassion and a deep understanding that even a small creature's comfort is important. This love for cats wasn't just limited to the Prophet. Many of his companions were known for their kindness to felines. One of his closest companions, Abu Huraira, which literally translates to father of the kitten, earned his nickname because he was always seen with a small cat that he cared for and carried with him. He took this title with pride. It became his identity. This shows that in the early Muslim community, being known for your love of cats was a badge of honor, a sign of a gentle and compassionate heart. It was a character trait to be admired. These stories have been passed down through generations, creating a culture where caring for cats is seen as a virtuous act. They are woven into the fabric of Muslim societies. In many Muslim-majority countries, you'll see bowls of water and food left out on the streets for stray cats. They are not seen as pests, but as part of the community, creatures of God who deserve our care and protection. This tradition of kindness is a direct reflection of the teachings that emphasize mercy and compassion for all living beings, no matter how small. So, how does this translate to today in 2025? Well, the legacy continues big time. All across the globe, Muslim communities are still putting these principles into practice. It's not just about historical stories, it's about daily actions. You can walk through the streets of Istanbul, Cairo, or Kuala Lumpur and see it with your own eyes. Shopkeepers leave out food, families adopt strays, and children are taught from a young age to be gentle with the neighborhood cats. These animals become a shared responsibility, a collective pet for the entire community. The teachings of the Prophet Muhammad about animals are crystal clear. He taught that all animals have rights. There are countless hadiths or sayings of the Prophet that condemn cruelty to animals and praise kindness. He spoke of a woman who was punished for starving a cat to death, and a man who was forgiven for his sins because he gave water to a thirsty dog. These teachings established a powerful moral framework. How you treat animals is a reflection of your faith and character. It's not just a suggestion, it's a fundamental part of being a good person. This spirit is alive and well in the digital age too. You see Muslim influencers and community leaders using their platforms to promote animal welfare. There are rescue organizations in Muslim countries dedicated to helping stray animals, running vaccination and neutering programs, and finding homes for cats in need. These efforts are often powered by volunteers who are motivated by their faith. They see this work as a form of worship, a way to earn blessings by showing mercy to God's creatures. It's a beautiful modern expression of a centuries-old tradition. In the end, this deep-seated love for cats is a powerful lesson in empathy. It teaches us that kindness shouldn't have boundaries. It should extend to all living things, from our fellow humans to the smallest kitten huddled in an alleyway. By caring for these animals, we are not just making their lives better, we are making ourselves better. We are practicing compassion, a value that our world desperately needs more of. So the next time you see a cat, remember that being kind to it is more than just a nice gesture. It's a reflection of our shared humanity and a beautiful tradition of mercy.